pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to call the December 16th, 2024 Town Board meeting to order. We'll have approval of the minutes from last meeting. I need a motion?
Make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Correspondence from the clerk. Heidi?
Okay, I have a letter from Chris Rumptischel resigning his zoning board position. A letter from Jesse Beebe resigning his planning board position. December budget modifications. 2025 contract from the Humane Society of Middletown. Supervisor's report for November. Mortgage tax receipts from Orange County for month of November, and that was all.
Committee reports. Jim, I'll start with you on this one.
I actually have nothing to report tonight.
Okay, Chris?
I just want to say that last night I had the opportunity to go with something that Brian's going to talk about, but anytime you ask our fire department, our police department, they just, or DPWs, they just do it. There's no, and I just wanted to say that I really appreciate all that they do for us. They do a lot, especially the volunteers, because it's not a paid job, and they do things sometimes that take a couple hours out of their own personal time. So, but other than that, I did go to the football had their annual dinner, and they got some great things going on with that. They are going to have flag football, so I'll get a schedule for that for work. So, and that is, and that's all I have.
Cool. Terry?
Went to last weekend the Village Christmas tree lighting, the Patriot tree lighting. They were both great events. They always do a good job with that. Also from the Village, they don't have a meeting next week. They only have one meeting in December, so their next meeting is on January 13th. And they are looking for planning board and zoning board members for the Village. DMV will be at Village Hall on Friday, December 20th from 10 to 12 and 1 to 3:30. Also, Otisville Fire had a breakfast with Santa. It was very nice. Santa did a great job interacting with all the kids. I think everybody had fun. Wreaths Across America was this Saturday at Holy Name of Church, Jesus Church. It was very well attended. There was 135 wreaths, I believe, laid. And the Historical Society last weekend had their holiday open house, which was great as always. If you haven't been there, you should check that out. And then I wanted to thank everybody for their help yesterday with the second annual Town and Village Christmas Party. That's all I have.
Thank you. Amanda?
Just a planning board meeting this Wednesday at 7 p.m. That's all.
Thanks. Couple things. So we're going to need an executive session for personnel matter and to discuss a contractual item with our attorney. We'll do that towards the end, and we probably will be taking action when we come back. I attended the Association of Towns had a regional meeting the other day in Walk Hill, and a couple things that they brought up, something I think we should think about, and I'll talk to Scott about it. This is the first he'll be hearing of it. So a couple towns now, they've created a, similar to what we do with park subdivisions for solar, so they call it solar for parks, because these are taking, large chunks of land, and most of them are getting pilots, so there's a fee for solar projects that gets into a dedicated park fund. So I'd like to, and they had a couple towns, they gave the names out, so I'd like to talk about that. And then we were also talking about, seems like our fee for the parks, for the subdivisions is also low. So maybe in January we can talk about, I'll get some surrounding towns and maybe we can adjust that. I guess it hasn't been adjusted. So I'd like to talk about that as well. And then I'll talk about, I know Andrew mentioned it to me today, just a reminder to everyone in the public that we do have a parking on the street in the middle of, at night during snow removal. So we put something out on Facebook. Did the guys have some problems last night?
Yeah.
So there's some problems last night with the plowing. So if all the residents could just remember at night, on the overnight, if they could bring their cars in off the public streets, that'd be great. So that's all I have. So Andrew, you're up.
Everything's been going good so far with the snowstorms the last week or so. And
want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Any questions for Andrew? Mike?
Good evening. Just an update on my chief car is finally up and running. The only thing we gotta do left is Nycomco has to come put the radio in it from 157, the old 157. Once that is complete, we'll be able to give you 157 for the building department, whatever you need it for. So I'll let you know when that is complete. Just one update on the drone situation. I don't have any updates as far as obviously what's going on, but just to give advice on, if it's a simple sighting, there's 3 tip lines that you can call. Instead of calling 911, the call center's been inundated with 911 calls for sightings, and they want to kind of get away from that. So if it's a simple sighting, there's 3 tip lines. 1, crime tip at troopers.newyork.gov, 1-800-CALL-FBI, or which is 1-800-225-5324, or tips.fbi.gov. Again, those are for simple sightings. Anything more severe, if you see them over any kind of critical infrastructure, those situations you do want to call 911 or your local law enforcement, depending on where you see it. So I just wanted to give an update on that. We have it on our Facebook, and we will update it as necessary. Unless there are any questions, that's all I got.
Just while Mike's going on, so we have, so Flock is in the process of transferring ownership of the cameras to us, it sounds like. So, they had asked, they have a contract and they have a resolution they were looking at. Also, they needed something for the state DOT part of it. So Scott had some concerns, so we would like though for me to get authorization to sign it pending the approval of Scott for the fix on the one piece. Unless anyone objects, only because we don't meet again for 3 weeks. So we'd like to. So I'll just read this resolution then. It's a resolution by the Town of Mount Hope Planning Commission, upon the approval of the State Department of Transportation's approval to the police department to install license plate reader equipment within our geographic jurisdiction of the Town of Mount Hope. So this is already there, so I'm not, do you know why we're doing this, like, again? Just because we're transferring, did something happen, I guess that would be
They
my
made an
question.
agreement with the DOT.
The
I
state.
guess now it's an official agreement where they're allowed to be on the poles, and so they're asking for the amendment and for a new resolution.
Okay, so we need a motion to approve that pending the approval of the town attorney. We decide.
So it's nothing really.
Nothing's new, no.
I think just,
Good stuff.
yeah, so I think DOT just wants the municipalities to own the equipment as opposed to the vendor. So this amendment is just strictly shifting ownership during the contract of the equipment to be owned by the town of Mount Hope. And then when it's over, we sell it back to them for $1. I just had a little concern about one of the language of how they wanted that equipment returned. But if it was damaged, that we could potentially, God bless, we could potentially be responsible for that cost. That was the one issue that I said needs to be addressed further, but otherwise it's just simply procedural. That's all it is.
So I'll look into that.
So we need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so carried. I'm trying not to forget anything tonight, so as things come up. Village of Otisville, Brian, again?
Yeah, all I have is, thank you to, the Mount Hope Police Department for yesterday's escort up to deliver toys to, Operation Toy Train in Port Jervis. It was more than successful. We actually brought the fire department, our DPW, and the Mount Hope Police up to deliver them, and, posted plenty of pictures online, so I thank them for that. I thank everyone for donating toys, and, also we had a great Christmas party jointly this year again, so thank you for that. That's all I got.
It was a great job you guys did in getting all that together. There's a huge amount of toys that we were able to collect, so kudos to you guys for that. Old business, so Hidden Valley Sewer. So we had quite a bit of rain last week, and we did see quite a jump. So on December 12th, we jumped from 33,000 gallons of sewage that we were processed to 56 just in one day. So a 23,000 roughly gallon jump in one day. So clearly, that's an infiltration issue that just jumps right off the page. Nothing that we didn't know, but We also did schedule, and it might have actually been done, the sludge cleanout, which would be the first one, so that's a big improvement, so. New business, need approval of the supervisor's report for November,
Make a motion.
I'll
Second.
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need approval to authorize myself to sign the Middletown Humane Society's contract for 2025.
Make a motion.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need a couple things here. We actually need a resolution authorizing the bookkeeper to enter any budget modification after the year's end to balance the 2024 budget. Need a motion on
I'll
that.
make the motion.
Second,
Second
opposed, or all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so carried. Then I have the following budget modifications, I'll read them to.
Thank
All right, here we go. Increase, SS 1989.4, other general support, $15. Decrease SS 1910.4, unallocated insurance, $15. Increase BB 3620, safety inspections, $871. Decrease BB 3620.1, safety inspection personnel. Increase DB 9030.8, social security, $244.39, and decrease DB 9040, workers' comp, employee benefits, $244.93. Increase AA 1220.1, I'm saying it. Did I skip something?
No.
Or did
I
I-
don't know if the
Number
numbers
of
are
transfers right here.
Oh,
Remember
okay,
which ones were in?
It's only change, but still.
okay, yeah.
you. It should be 39.
It should be 39?
Yes.
Just mistyped, okay, I'm sorry, so I'll read
Okay,
that
sorry.
again. Nope, increase DB 9030.8, social security employment benefits 244.39, and decrease workers' comp benefits 244.39. Increase AA 1220.1, police personnel $2,887.38. Decrease AA 3120.1, police personal services 2,887.38. Increase AA 7140.4, playground and youth 84.93. Decrease AA 7310.4, summer rec contractual 84.93. Increase AA 1440.4, engineering contractual $6,507.50. Decrease AA 1620.4, buildings contractual 6507.50. Increase police equipment $10,077.92. Decrease police contractual $10,077.92. Increase street contractual, it's 5010.4, 135.37. Decrease AA 5132 garage contractual 135.37. Increase BB 3620.4, safety inspections contractual 807.32, and decrease BB 1990.4 contingent 807.32. Increase DB 9060.8, hospital 211.69, decrease DB 9040.8, workers' comp 211.69. Increase AA 3120.2, police equipment $20,048.50. Decrease AA 3120.1, police personnel $20,048.50. Need a motion for that.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so carried. Some of this is, a bookkeeper trying to clean up some of the accounts to balance them out for the end of the year, so that's pretty much what that is. Need a motion to accept Chris Ruckel's resignation as a zoning board alternative.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so carried. Accept Jason Beebe's resignation as a planning board member.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Appoint Chris Ruckel to the open planning board position, term to expire in 2027.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Authorize paying bills abstracts 48 and 49.
Make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So Civic Plus, so this was, we went out, we met with, when I say met with, this is a virtual thing, the different notification companies. This would be to accept a quote from Civic Plus for $3,300. It was the cheapest. We thought it was also, had the most options. One of the things we liked is that it's multi-language, so we enter it in English, and then whatever language you select, it'll distribute it in that language. So it can be Spanish, German, Chinese, whatever the case may be. So we need a motion to accept that Civic Plus for the notification system for $3,300.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I just had a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jim, you were getting some quotes on this, I think. Did you have any other ones, or no?
No.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. The next one is the sound in this room. So clearly, we don't have much of an issue with our meetings, for the most part. I think the most of the time, the issue is with the planning board and or the zoning board. So we've talked about this, we got quotes for, so this quote would be a microphone, 3 microphones here, 1 in the center, 2 on each end, a microphone there, and a microphone at the podium. It would be speakers in here, and then a speaker with a separate volume control in the hallway or lobby, so that people that can't get in could be out there as well. So Jason had recommended a company that he said is the standard that most people use. We reached out for them. We then had a group of resellers come in and give us quotes. They ranged from the low one of $8,117 to the highest was $23,000 and change. So we have money in buildings to do it. This is an ongoing issue. Again, I don't think it's an issue so much with us. It seems to be the planning board more so than us. The only other thing we would have to do is run the electric that would power it, and it would be, I think, in that corner. So, any discussion? Need a motion to approve?
This is just for the planning board?
No, it'll be for everybody, but I'm saying, like, obviously in here, our voices are magnified enough, and there's no one really here other than a few. But, for instance, I've been at the last couple, well, not the last couple, I was at a couple of planning board meetings where people in the audience are yelling, we can't hear the presentations, we can't hear you. This whole room was full, and it snaked out into the lobby. So the people in the lobby are saying, we can't hear what's going on. So this would address those issues. Again, I think there have been board meetings that are loud, maybe not in the last year, but this would address any use in this room.
I just think it's a lot expensive, $8,000, that's all, for speakers and mics.
Again, it was the lowest
I know.
quote. I think, unfortunately, we have to pay prevailing wage, and, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I don't think there's any way to get around it, otherwise not to do it, and then have to deal with people complaining that they can't hear the proceedings. Unless somebody has another option.
I mean, it does happen in our meetings.
Yeah.
I know
well,
people, people can't hear Chris sometimes and things like that, and I'm sure they can't hear other people sometimes too, so.
I agree, it's not a sexy use of money, but if people can't hear the proceedings, I don't think we have much choice to fix it.
Okay, I was thinking maybe get generic speakers and, like Wi-Fi adapters for the mics and plug them into the speakers. I don't know. I just
I
think
don't know.
$8,000 is a lot of money for speakers and,
Microphones.
yeah.
When I spoke to Jason, was his recommendation to have it done professionally, so that if it breaks, it's warranted, there's service contracts, we're not gonna have to really fumble around with it.
Other towns have them,
Yeah,
Greenville has them.
Town of Greenville has them, Town of Wayanda has them, Town
Deer Park
of
has
Deer Park, I mean, like, we're one of the few that doesn't have them. I think we've just been putting it off, but, so, alright, need a motion then?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Motion passes. Need a motion to approve Chief Mareskas and Deputy Chief Hans 25 terms of employment. It's the same ones that we had this year, they roll over to next year, other than the pay increases we did in the budget, through the budget process. So we need a motion for that.
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? So carried. So,
Just real quick, on deputy chiefs, the last bullet just needs to be changed from Ruskin to him.
I'm sorry. What is it?
I see.
Oh, it's a typo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
just like-
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just a typo. We'll fix that. Sorry. So we've got the contract or the specifications for the ceiling for the youth center from the engineers. So this, we need a motion to advertise for bids. There would be a walkthrough, a pre-bid meeting actually on January 8th. So we'd be voting to do a pre-bid meeting on January 8th at 11 a.m. at the rec center or the youth center. And then open the bids on January 28th at 11 a.m. here as well. Jason said he would email the ad to you, and then if you were good with it, he'll send it to Kathleen in a Word doc. So, anyone have any questions on that? This is a grant funded by Senator Skoufis. Okay, all in favor to put that advertising in? Or need a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so carried. So on Friday, we had the opening of the RFPs for legal services for the Planning and Zoning Board, and none were submitted at that time. Next up, public participation. So if any member of the public would like to come up, 3 minutes, Chris will time you. He's got the timer ready to go. Come on up, Mike.
Mike Mayor. Going forward with the plant and the manholes, are we putting continuing with the manholes, the lining out the bid again?
We are. And that will hopefully be at the first or second meeting in January.
Okay. And you can just get a lock on the door over there.
It's broken, right? That's
No, it's not. It hasn't, I don't think it's been ever been on.
What lock then?
Going into the.
All right, talk to me later,
Yeah.
we'll get the lock.
There's just one lock that has to go on.
Oh, that, okay, I know what you're
Okay.
talking about. Got you, thank you. Anybody else? We do this. How you say it? Oh. Anybody else? Come on up, just.
Hi, everyone. Mr. Bengati, I'm here for you, for the highway department and for the drain in front of my house at 28 Hawk Hill Circle.
Good.
Again, still, always, forever, this has been going on for years, and I was just hoping that you and I could get a little more done than previous administration there. I've been told in the past that it is not the town council's issue with the road in front of my house, that it's a me and you thing. So I was just hoping that you and I could actually make a plan, maybe a road study, driver going slower, not going in an oval, don't turn the sander off, whatever. What can you do for me?
We'll have to get together and look at it.
Cool.
This is
You
a
need my
town
number?
road, by the way. It is a town road.
It is a
Okay.
town road, yes.
Okay.
2-lane town road. Do you need my number?
Sure. Why don't you
Sure,
get
you
it
wanna
from him
give-
afterwards, so
Yeah.
everyone,
I
watching
write
on
that
video,
down for
unless you want your number out. On
Is there
video.
anybody that doesn't have it? Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Heidi,
Yeah.
first of all, anyone else in the public like to speak? Anyone else? No? Okay. Did we vote on the paying the bills? We did, didn't we?
No,
We didn't.
no, yes, you did.
we did.
Jane, Jim, and then Chris.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we did. Yeah. All right. I need a motion to go in executive session to consult with our attorney about a personnel issue and also a contractual issue. The personnel issue, we're gonna need the police chief for, and then we'll do that first. So we need that motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Am I going too fast?
You don't want me to.
It's so smooth that never forget it. I'll forget it.
No, I was gonna tell Chris.
Oh, okay.
So he has to re-sign the book.
Okay.
So.
I can do that.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
So We'll probably come down to get it. Why don't you make a motion, you have to resign.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll call Wayne tomorrow and let you know, because they have a meeting Wednesday.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah, she'll fill you in.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
Perfect.
Alright, see you later. Hi.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Get my coffee. If somebody's not to go to the bathroom.
That's always separate.
I get it.
It's always separate from the towns. But on what?
I played in, picked up Rob's truck with him.
Hey, now you do.
It's just, I mean, the plates are just easy, but easier.
So I'm hoping this week.
You have a whole couple of weeks.
I get it.
Right up.
He says, I'm like, listen, and the best part is, I really forgot to keep that stop.
No, one dropped out of his own board,
It's not registered.
the guy who was taking the place on.
I don't know what he said to him. I know what I would have said. But Tom says,
One time was on the planning board.
I guess right. Which way should help?
It's probably not even known because you guys haven't had a meeting.
Hey, on the, what was it, on the,
Yeah.
I only know for minutes. The agenda.
I'll look it.
they sent us,
There's a form. As a matter of fact, our clerk has, there's a form. It's on the 20th, so it's on Friday. You get the matter of fact, you form, they fill out the forms. They give the number immediately.
So yeah, I should go when you guys.
and they sent us, and then,
This is regular. So my suggestion, come up to us, the woman that's in there, show her exactly what. Because this is your, can you help me what? I'm registered for. Actually, I know, just about to cancel another one, because of the one stuff. So I came here and she immediately took care of, I have the, I'll tell you, I have to go to the bus on Friday because I have the classic. So that I have insured, I'm gonna register. Because I want to vote, you know. It's not, it's that form, it's the one that's the.
Nothing. defeating the whole purpose.
I just
Is
wanted
we're
to
doing
know
that
some
now?
options
It's a
because
whole, yeah,
fire
like it's one of the
department-
previous,
Yeah.
that's kind of funny.
Line.
I'm like,
Any
any,
part two. And I'm
Right.
like,
when you push that open, right, it's like,
It doesn't have the whole purpose
no
of
one's
what we
gonna
did.
care what we did.
And if they want to continue about it, so be it, the front page, right, like I said, I'm not, yeah, come on.
Oh, I didn't do that.
They have, fix it. Yes, I forgot the name of the form, but,
Okay.
she was very good about it, as a matter of fact, they have a list, like I said, under 210.
What are you doing all your time?
So if you take those dates,
So I still look,
fill out that form.
I'm down to 5 days a week now.
With the number on it, and then 2 weeks later, you
Get some golf in. I did, I played with Jamie Cole a few weeks ago, because he
there was always a good
retired. So, it's like, yeah, but it was cold.
Now, you guys, all these ailments, you were able to play golf. You got a bad back.
Well, he did, and that's why he had to play for a long time, because he was back, yeah. You're right,
It's
you
never
said.
gonna pass his book because he's,
And
and some of these people are.
Okay.
But like,
Kids go to school, maybe. Let's see, I gotta get out of the house.
I don't think we're in this one. This, they have a system. It's a computer, it's a- each person each get a-
So old.
She was like,
But that's what they
but I'm thinking.
I work with two men, I work with two guys who I look at.
She's right.
I have a bet with my wife on that. Yeah, well, I wanna win.
You're not gonna kill her.
No.
Okay, all right, good. I
That's
gotta
crazy.
ask.
You're gonna be like held back.
This stress will kill her soul. Carol Cross and Phyllis Walsh. If you were married, and she was thinking get that baby. But she was happy.
They wanna raise the age. Huh? No, they wanna raise it to 72. Here's what I don't want. Here's what I don't. Here's what I don't. Here's what I So here's what I don't. Cut off with the social security. Okay? Why? Don't cut off, and just let them, if you're gonna work, and work.
You know, you're
Invested. You know how much more money that is gonna go in? I know construction guys are working on this. I mean, I used to stop, I stopped, paying social security taxes by had one.
Oh, jeez.
That's how much overtime it was to me.
Right.
But when I went through over here and paid my taxes, it was great for me.
Right, you say the 6% or whatever.
I was pulling in $200 more a week, you know? And I was like, you would never know the difference.
Right, you wouldn't. I mean, right.
Because as long as you're getting what you're getting.
What you get is.
As long as, yeah, they have a number, I think it's going to 169.
It's about that area, right?
So, yeah, so you get an extra 200.
But you also don't, see, you're not contributing to social security, but also your social security earnings go up sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, right. But yeah, you get that number, probably 160, and you don't have that, you pay your social security. For the rest of the year, you get 6%.
Students right about that?
It's denied.
Pockets at 6%.
And Stu,
Is that what they call that magic?
Stu, I just learned something tonight. Who told Oh, Jack. When?
I don't get it.
So, like, three
Sisters.
I don't know what he was thinking at that.
Yeah, that's been around for years.
When did
Yeah, it goes up every year.
If it would have happened,
Remember they
2 days
drastically
before,
raised it.
or 2 days after, no one would have
It used to
known.
be.
No one would have.
I remember when it was like on 100.
Right, it was about.
Right
And
at
then
the
it
time.
stayed there for a while, and
This
then
is-
it just shot up that quick. I was like,
So I think it's based on inflation, so that might be the reason. Yeah. Because that's also surgery, whatever. Social security thing. She attended, they fixed it.
ever get it?
Yeah, okay, sure the government's generous like that.
Oh.
Well, the money's already there, right? It's just a credit. That'd be shut, Jeff.
I went back, I'll collect now, I'm 65, which is, 2 years left. 64 in
That would do
April.
it.
But I've been blessed, but. Yeah. So they're literally paying no social security. Yeah. What are you gonna take, 62 or 65? So I'm not much paying
Do you want me to have a ring call you tomorrow?
65.
Yeah, because then your social security payment.
And then I got all these things going on, because I retired.
Sorry.
That's how much money they give me. Government's gonna come in, people all over the place.
Something like that, sure, after you paid it, you saw that, right?
Yeah, and they raised me.
Was Highland Falls.
They raised me the first,
So, sir.
the first 10 years, our allowance letter was at the EDA. They raised it to us next.
What kind of credit?
Pension credit, so you,
I did learn something.
say whatever, pension credit was worth $100. So for every year. So what they, when I got in, it was actually 70, when I got in, it was 80, and then now they
I never would have done that, I just got credit.
credited me for
So I want that
10 years,
way,
like
at least I know a way out, especially because all that summer stuff, you know, you like, try going back, right now you wouldn't have to. Live and learn.
I was at Patty's father's house years ago, I don't know if I'm married, it's like 25 years ago, and, he's cleaning out some stuff, he's a retired fire marshal, he's going to like, we were counting, and he goes, oh, look, he's from the union, playing music. My friend's father, like, big story, and they're like, congratulations, we negotiated, so where's the dollar a day? Oh, dollar a day, 1968, this was probably 2000.
that was a lot of money then.
From 68, and I said, wow, that's pretty good, see that story, you know what it is now in the year 2000? It's now what, it's still $1 a day. Which is fine, it's not money, and it's gone up since then for most unions, but,
Yeah, we were like $16 an hour.
yeah, you guys are getting to know right now, you're getting a day.
It's nice to make
I
money.
think the captains will get.
Nobody doesn't know what I have in my,
Which is a little rough, but
I tell her, well, it's fine. She goes, how are we gonna pay for it? Don't worry about
I
it.
think the interesting part of it.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'll work something out.
Maybe you're not so fast-paced.
You don't know, the trade unions are, yeah,
No,
most
sort
of
of train lessons and like,
advertising, $10 a day, $3 a day. And again, it's not, it's, found money, they don't get nothing for it.
I mean, 20,000 a year.
Everyone was so mad.
We're done, we're done.
only comes once a year.
It's like an hour away. I'll do that.
I said, don't make me start, I'll go Halloween, I'll do some guys,
Yeah,
whatever you want.
That's it, you know, that's an extra.
I'll do them all. I'll start them all over.
Don't forget
It's not your issue.
I'll
It's
make
their
it
issue.
your
Right.
Exactly.
It's not, I don't know.
Make 'em your day.
Right.
Jim Crackle Day. I don't have it.
So we really
But you
should.
can tell certain words, and certain words,
Call
yeah.
Mary.
So, I didn't say, I walked into this gas station, so.
To get the numbers where we ended. I know we had a meeting in November,
Well, so does one word,
Okay.
you use
so
the.
we had 2 months, then a month and a half or whatever.
We found that rain.
Well, that plus, like, you know, the financial numbers,
Yeah, okay.
so we know exactly where we ended that year.
When I walked in, like, hey, how are you?
You know,
Yeah,
so-
the end of June, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I spoke.
Well, I still think we should have at least once a quarter, right? Just for something
And I
that is
wasn't,
general.
I wasn't off.
Doesn't have to be
a major hike.
It's
I
what we
was
stand.
Right.
some back
It is just
road, country store.
56,000 gallons, you know, so obviously there's still significant infiltration.
Well,
He hands me
Yeah.
something.
we were, I think we were hovering before the rain about.
Dude, you were really nice when I walked in the door.
But
that was
no
Where are you from?
That was no rain, but then we had,
Georgia.
we did have some, little bit of rain, but
Jose,
like, it's only, it was only this past week that it got to, it went up to 20,000. Which, okay, we got a little bit of inflation, but now it's at 33, that was good.
But he goes, yeah, I
But
realize you're.
it's going back
you're
down.
there, and you just want to get that fuck out.
Because I was there today,
You were going
and then
straight
I
break.
James.
Right, well, what happens if you have a lot of
I said to him, I said, have you gone up to the, have you gone to the pump station?
To see if that reopens or something.
Yeah,
That's an idea too.
I said, you have a key, he doesn't know.
We should mention it to Paul. That's a good
Don't
point.
overlook it, right?
No, I'm not.
No, we're saying, we should, right.
No, it should be checked on.
Right.
Right, 100%.
Make sure it's still holding.
Because that's
And the way it was
what
sitting, I could see him come.
maybe we got a good portion of it, and maybe we did. But it's, 56 is still.
Well, listen, that thing's still under, gotta be under warranty,
What,
that plug.
oh, I'm sure, right, right, right.
I don't know how we asked about that last guy.
Hey, now you didn't call me.
You know, remember we asked about the paperwork, we did paperwork for keys and stuff like that, you know, we don't work.
Yes. Where,
Like, you know,
when that massive desk keep on the down?
well, no, just for the new stuff, we put a new pump in, and that's it.
Oh, is it, okay.
And the plug, they keep the plug.
Oh, you're saying we're not going to keep that right?
I don't know.
Oh, that's,
You could pay that fine here.
that's what it is, it's still,
I'm surprised.
Listen, I know he's,
I'm surprised our state police don't have.
you know,
Okay, now we can.
you know, we're not the only
Or, you know what,
no,
now we're here,
right,
so
right,
I hear
there's
it.
a lot of work to
but,
finish.
you know,
Fix,
that's
but-
why, you know,
That's why-
why we have a board, and that's why we should be
Just remind it.
being
Yeah.
proactive
At some
and
point.
everything, so.
You can't think of everything, so
No.
you have an idea, you tell them, and we implement it. 100%.
You know, we still got, you gotta get a decent cover on that pump station.
Okay. I haven't been there.
Just plywood.
That's how he
It's the same plywood, so.
That's been there for 30 years or something.
Yeah, they just do it. Okay, that was part of the thing that we asked you to get fixed, but that overlooked.
Thank you.
Okay.
We got gates at the plant that were fixed.
They were fixed, that's right.
You can imagine, Patricia, I think we still need to investigate that first. Because in the case of and that could be adding.
Just how you figure that out.
We can't get them.
You can.
Or I'll fill it
Yeah,
in.
I'm,
I'll fill it in.
yeah, but I'm gonna go out and
We could be having a code today, like
I
really?
would say
I'll pay, we come up.
that
But
they've
it's,
done, I think, cut it out to the old,
Hmm.
because
you can go back.
With what, the
You
rules
can
that
smoke
you
and
make.
then they have like, all the.
it's time,
Oh, over by the creek there? Okay.
No, on Heather.
On Heather,
Oh, I think I know.
so everyone from Torres, then,
Okay.
had an abundance of water.
They did, I know Al has pumps in his basement, yeah,
But
probably, yeah, I don't know where it goes, but I know he's got it.
Butcher man, the fireman, I was talking to him one day, and he told me that they put, because he was gonna put a pipe, and just run it out. He says, "You think too bad." He said, he came and he hooked up the pipe. Well, where else?
Where he's gonna go?
Where else would he go?
Well, what's wrong with just running to the front of your house like the guy was gonna do? Let's gotta go somewhere.
Gonna go in the sewer. Gonna go in the sewer.
Or something like they do on the other property, right?
I think Jane now, I think the basement now is going in and out. He always went out.
Well, you are.
Yeah, I understand.
Three times the amount of
Right.
usage, right?
Well, in the long run, we're actually doing what the plant is supposed to do. The plant is made when you move it to
And as soon as you get out, the camera moves to where the motion was. And then
If
the
it
track-
gets, you're processing, but yeah, but if you had
That's so smart.
230 homes and you'd be processing
And
that,
the facial, yeah, facial recognition software.
that's really close.
They spent like $220,000. Or $320,000.
So it's a hard argument you wanna say because
Well,
it's dealing with.
it's fall within the parameters of the, yeah.
But it's not gonna get to that point, because they're gonna process it. What you're missing is, so, with the way they handle it, they run it through the plant.
You laid your phone down too quick, I was trying to.
Right, but then why do we have to clean up then, because there's too much to run?
There's like, you either need water, so you can pump it out, or you have to get water.
A minute and a
You
half.
know, you have to have,
He's the guy that came in up.
during the summer,
Yeah,
it is bone dry, and
Right,
you can't suck it out,
right.
so you need water.
But is that excess that saves coming off of somebody's?
But they're running it, well, we don't know. You're saying, is the water clean water or is it dirty water?
And then is that causing it when you have to all that excess?
Right.
No, I don't think so.
Hourly.
I don't think so.
So then why are we having to have stuff?
Which is natural.
It's natural, it has to get pumped.
When you say sediment, what do you mean?
I'm assuming it's sediment, so.
I'm gonna take you over there before you put the lock on the door and then you'll.
Before you put some.
Is like sediment as in?
You really should
dirt
go
or
over
is
it.
it-
You need to go
But that
over
could
it.
be coming from, what is that dirt, why is that dirt?
It's not dirt, it's raw sewage.
I don't know. I was like, yeah.
But I'm gonna take you over there and you'll go by the tonight, there's a lock on the door. And there's a light, I know where the switch is.
And then you know, that whoop, whoop.
Exactly.
No, no,
Trespassing.
no, they won't, trust me.
Yeah.
I'll take you over before you go to work in the morning. This way you'll
Can't
really
start,
appreciate,
we can't start our day like that.
this way you'll really,
Exactly, yeah.
this way you'll really appreciate your job. I love this job.
Nobody can start a day like that.
Did you have snow?
Yeah, they called it so late.
Oh, you did tell, yeah.
They called it delayed last night, and then they called it at 7 this morning.
Which is, wait, oh, Minnesota, called the day last night, right?
They called,
Yeah.
they called it 2 hour delay last night. And then
Which
they-
Minnesota did initially, but then Minnesota did the day.
They didn't call the day, they cancelled until 7 this morning.
right? Which is fine.
Well, the reason is we thought that the roads are gonna freeze up. because
Is that
that's
what
why
you're
they're-
talking
Yes.
Right, well, so they.
So they do,
Yeah,
they
there's a
do
lot of
follow,
flag here.
that's why they don't stop, because they don't want the cars on the road.
Right, so, right, yeah, but they call it the cost of weight. Right.
I'm with you.
No, but it's because nobody wanna come in, they could map it.
No, I don't think it's just they don't want anybody on the road.
Right, but why call it so late? Right, usually.
They might use the day, you go in the same
Right,
day.
right, but usually they call it a fun.
You need to put a goldfish.
Why do
They
they
said
say
very
that?
common.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Nobody wants,
I know, it is too hot.
nobody wants to have to tell it.
No, I get it.
No,
Why
I'm
would
just
you be
saying,
all the
drill
way
the hole
off
at 7
at
a.m.
5 o'clock? Why do you?
I don't know, Mike.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I know, trust me.
Feature and city shot and 6 other shots.
Yes, they're dead, plus the shooter, and the shooter was a
They're out, yeah, they didn't want to come out and say that. Otherwise,
The information came out real slow.
Do that this morning, did 3 cars.
Last night it was 4 days.
They're in bed, I'm cleaning their cars off.
That's what I said, she's like,
Oh, and that is a teenage girl.
yeah,
And then
Driving to work, so
they weren't till like 20 years.
wasn't a teacher. He said it was a teacher, but then he said it was a staff.
He must come up here trying to
Could be any kind of-
Yeah, it's not true. I know they
School
didn't
didn't have
have,
enough.
they had Laura on the front, there was usually they said. So it was a private school, it was a Christian school.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You sound rattled.
Public school. It's in New York, almost.
The guy who was the chief there was the chief. Police.
Did you turn it down while we were done?
I did.
I know you did, I could tell.
You turned it down?
It's freezing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Very good speaker.
Yeah, he's
He was very good. He didn't even look at a piece of paper.
That's why it's so nice around here.
Yeah. It's because the window's wide open. Deputy Chief Han.
Yeah, well, they shut it down.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Another president.
Eventually get it right.
They shut it down.
Deputy Chief Han.
We're not gonna go into too much, detail. Like that's not what
Yes.
we're about.
Hey, guys.
It's cold in here.
All right, let's call the meeting back to order at, what time is that?
8:23.
8:24. Need a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Need a motion to terminate employee 8711 from employment effective today?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carries. So we have board comments. Start with Amanda, your side?
Who's second?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I second.
Yeah, you did, Carrie did. Carrie did.
Thank
No
you.
comments, other than have a Merry Christmas.
Sure.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, see you next year.
Or I'm sorry, Chris?
Same, Merry Christmas to everybody. And Happy Holidays, everybody.
So just a couple things, this is our last meeting for the year. I think we've had a very successful year. I think we've made a lot of positive changes. I think certainly the culture has changed around here, and I think that's been to our benefit. Thank everybody that's helped, and Heidi and Kathleen and Scott and Mike. So wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. So I need a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So Mike, you wanna take care of that?
No, I was gonna ask
All right, so you're gonna send something to him, right? To Jason, just let him know. Yeah, perfect, perfect.